Only a free for 40-something-year-old. He dey say everybody young boy. Only a free for you. Why go give us? Why not give us?
I see the only of people.
I see the only of people.
I see the only of people. I see the only of people. I see that. Yes.
They give yourself respect to.
Only a small boy, only a
people that mention one person, we don't get. We don't get the same thing. Yes, even this one day here. You go meet landlord say that two shop for life. Yes, you got money. You got money now. Now one and the one and not for them one shop. We get money now. That's why they collect four shops. How many shops now they collect? I want ask you. No mind that. No resources in this Lagos State. People go
wonder. Sit down. No wonder. Yes. How is it? No bad way. You know trouble. This one no bad way.
Oga, you say make we go. Who dey pay tax for Lagos? No people.
Hey, me no pay.
You no pay. How much we pay?
Tell
me where.
Wow, see what you don't put you. No one come back.
What I'm waiting. No, it's good as it attack us. So that we know okay, are you confessing? Now. Wait. Now you go start now. You know, every time when you come here, you want to start with people. You want to finish it. Patience is running out of me. I'm not patient. Patience is running out of me. Go. When it's ready, you call me. I won't go. Nobody is ready. But I go tell you, Martin.
Just they make noise.
I'm not happy economically. You know, we go bedrock. One way I would like to you don't
Yes, good morning, wonderful people. Welcome to the program. Welcome. This is Vice President and Newsletter. I'm Christian Chuku. It's a noisy Monday morning, and we are here at the bystand in Ogba, Abiodun Jago Street. You can see people are deliberating on what is happening in the country today. The central bank has extended the deadline from 31st to February 11th, and also collection of voters' card has been extended also from to February 5th. 1 week extension of the collection of your PVCs, and also 10-day extension by the Central Bank of Nigeria on the deadline collection of the old Naira notes. Banks have no cash. Banks have no cash. Customers are thronging the banks. Especially, I went to UBA this morning to get some funds, but I could not get funds. We are told 50 Naira, 20 Naira, 100 Naira is available. At the point, the money wasn't available anymore. Passengers also complain about the hike in the price of transportation. 350 naira per liter from 310. Nigerians are buying 350 naira per liter in Lagos, especially. What a Monday morning! What a Monday morning to be alive in the city of Lagos. The point, let's look at the point this morning. Fuel crisis. Fuel crisis. NNPC colluding with private depot owners to frustrate Nigerians, that's marketers, speaking that NNPC colluding with private depot owner to frustrate Nigerians, marketers, accused top officials of feeding fat on 21 dysfunctional depot, ignoring solutions. Accused top officials of feeding fat on 21 dysfunctional depot, ignoring solutions. Saboteurs in INEC working with fifth columnist against credible elections, stakeholders allege. Saboteurs in INEC working with fifth columnist against credible elections, stakeholders allege. Let's look at the central bank made the revelation. Yesterday, that 900 billion naira still outside banking system. CBN extends deadline for old Naira exchange. 900 billion naira still outside the banking system as CBN extends deadline for old Naira exchange. How Adeleke's sack will affect general elections in Osun. Very, very important to know that the tribunal judgment in Osun State, it's a stone throw. People are from looking at that judgment and also considering how the elections will be. Yes, let's look at 1 minute. Naira design, 900 billion still in people's home. CBN governor, 900 billion naira still in people's home. CBN governor announces Buhari's approval of a 10-day extension of old Naira swap. Says that 1.9 trillion naira old notes retrieved so far. EFCC, ICBC agents to now monitor guidelines implementation. Reps committee rejects extension, says Apex Bank governor must appear before the House. Allow us to go home and vote, Nance tell federal government. National Association of Nigerian Students are telling the federal government that they should allow them to go home and vote, that the schools should not be in session during the election period. Jandor calls for Buhari, IGP's intervention on incessant attacks on his campaign train. Jandor calls for Buhari, IGP's intervention on incessant attacks on his campaign train. Sanwo-Olu withdraws from debates with PDP candidates once Lagos will never condone violence. Sanwo-Olu withdraws from debate with PDP candidates once that Lagos will never condone violence. Also, he wants governor. Students are asking that the government close tertiary institutions worldwide so that they can go and vote. Students want the government to close tertiary institutions nationwide so that they can go and vote. And also, Sanwo-Olu withdraws from debates with PDP candidates. There was a governorship debate in Lagos. Sanwo-Olu withdrew from that debate, and he said Lagos will never condone violence. I have. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, good people.
What is that? What is happening? What is happening?
It's good to be back again to see good faces. Yeah. You know, this morning, I just want to comment briefly on what happened in Zamfara. Was so appalling during the presidential rally of the APC, where there was no decorum when it comes to how the party comport themselves. You find out that the presidential candidate was on the seat, on the podium, talking while they were rowdy crowds all over everywhere. People, they even have to scamper away. The rally did not even end the way it's supposed to because of how the way they conducted themselves. They didn't even do what is right, and you can see the failure in whatever they are doing currently.
Okay, let's move on. It is very hard to get the new Naira notes at this point in time. though they have extended the deadline, do you think it's a good one from them?
Listen. It's a welcome idea. I said this thing sometimes last week. That is a welcome idea with the way the government is running this just cause. There's never been a fight that the government will put up for the common man to survive that will be like they are supporting them. It will get to a time, it always get to a point. That is when the common man starts seeing the real truth about what the government is doing. Now, for the number one citizen of this nation to have come out to say that there's no going back in the designing of this Naira is a welcome idea. And for the scarcity of this same Naira, it is also a welcome idea. What we don't understand is that for far too long we are supposed to have grace to that particular point where we know this Naira won't be any problem to us anymore. That is what is the problem here. A lot of time Nigerians are ignorant when it comes to like handling of affairs when government brings out policy. It is only when they say deadline, that is when they start rushing to abide the law. And this is what we need to change. Over time, they've told us times without number that go and return the old Naira. You get the new Naira. And
you get the Naira. We are not getting the new Naira notes.
Why you've not been getting it is because the level of how they've been returning the old ones, the government have seen it that
it's not commensurate.
Yes, it's not commensurate because one, they've seen that if they eventually allow the new Naira note to come out the way we want, it will still return back to the hands of those old people, those ones who are stacking millions, trillions of Naira in various houses. And that is what the government does not want. The news yesterday, Emefiele told us that since the redesign of this Naira, that the government, the CBN, has been able to recover 1.9 trillion Naira from the old currency. What does that tell you? They made mention, Emefiele on Friday or Thursday said that the government has been having this issue. That's why they have to redesign the Naira. That over 2.7 trillion Naira is in the hands of some people who just stacked them in their houses for no reason. Why? You're not doing business with it, your house is not bank, and you just open warehouse and stack money, all in the vein of corruption, looting, and what have you. And that is not what we want in this time. And I commend the government. Although they've made an extension, that is another way for the common man. It's not even for them who have stacked these trillions, which I know they cannot bring out all the trillions before 10 days. It's impossible. When they gave you 3 months, you couldn't return them. How are you going to return part of those trillions in 10 days? It's very impossible. So I commend Buhari. I've never been lovable with his policy before, but I love what is going on. Thank you very much, Baba.
Okay, APC will have its campaign in Anambra State today, and today is a lockdown. Do you think, how will it...
My brother, see, what I am seeing here, honestly, the APC and his candidates and the PCC, they know they just want to create chaos in Southeast, which me, I don't subscribe to it. You know that this thing has been going on, and these agitators have been warning that every Monday has to be their lockdown because their head is not around. And for no reason, I've never seen where whoever wants to defy all odds to say you are not Jagaban when it comes to issues that happens with the nation. Let me tell you, for APC to have staged their rally or their campaign on the 30th of January, being Monday, which has to be a lockdown in the Southeast, I deem it as a confusion which they are trying to impose in the southeast and also betray the southeasterners to create chaos in that particular region, which I don't subscribe to at any length.
But Soludo, as the governor, approved the campaign.
Soludo never approved a campaign. What Soludo did, he approved the venue
for that day.
Listen, Soludo approved venue for them to campaign. I read that statement also. It was them that went there. They decided they want to do it on that day. And it is not Soludo that will give them a date to campaign. They picked that day and they said they need a venue which this governor, who is not even in favor of the citizens, decided to give them that particular day. There's no amount of security men that you put in place for today's campaign in Anambra State that will yield anything meaningful. It is a no-go area. I don't subscribe to it, and whoever wants to use the blood of an ordinary Igbo man in the name of campaign to do whatever he wants to do to create chaos and violence in the southeast, my brother, we are not for you. If you know we are not for you, then relax. You don't pick a day where you create chaos. That is impossible. I don't subscribe to it.
Okay, let's look at allow us to go home and vote. Now, tell federal government wants government to close tertiary institutions nationwide so that students can go and vote.
Yes, for sure. They will definitely do that. Even when, sorry my brother, even when they don't subscribe to good governance, which the citizens are fighting for, I know the government of the day wants to get it right, and they want to get it once. This time around, they are going to make sure that every modalities are put in place. Trust me, on that 25th, the citizens who are in the institutions, varsities, they will definitely go home and vote. It is not going to be like business as usual, where you want to like cripple some set of people for them not to vote. Even if they don't announce it, trust me, from on the 23rd, it's going to be vacant in the varsity. Nobody will be there because everybody wants to go home. One, for security sake. Two, for them to be eligible to vote. Three, for them to meet with their families and loved ones to bring them together. That on that day they will do it. So whether they announce it or not, a lot of students will leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Well. Okay, I have Mr. Akule.
Yeah, good morning, man. Good morning, Via. Good morning. Good morning for Unigas. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, true night. I'm here with my previous for the basket. A sitting governor. How did they do it?
No, not even yesterday.
tribal bigots. Nobody say the UK just changed their own currency after some years of planning. Right? You need to plan. You can't just bring a policy, a killer policy. It might be a good policy for their own intention, but it's a killer policy to masses. As it is now, we are still suffering. Just yesterday, I want to just remove 2,000 from ATM just to get home and take something home. You could not believe all the ATM are shut down. No one is working, and the banks are open to collect the old Naira notes. Why should Emefiele create confusion into the system at this time of the day? Why? Why? And nevertheless, we remember that it's a norm for Buhari to be doing.
He went to meet Buhari yesterday.
1983, he
got
did
the
so.
approval from the president.
He got the approval. But you know this approval you are getting is going to backfire on the masses. And you know that this approval, there's no master plan you had already. You've been there for 8 years now. Am I lying? Emefiele has been there for 8 years. If you have it's Jonathan, even is the longest serving, CBN governor. And I doubt whether it's even not richer than Nigeria, the whole country as it is. I'm telling you, as a CBN governor, there's a whole lot of money going on there. You remember the culprits of these old notes that Jonathan asked them to be burning, but they refused to burn them. You remember that when the security men swamp on all these CBN offices nationwide, do you know how many of them they arrested? They arrested in Ibadan, they arrested in Enugu, they arrested all over for still keeping old money they're supposed to have burned. You know, so there's a corruption index in that CBN. You know, governor's CBN bank, as you say, our central bank. There's heavy corruption there. And I listened to one Yusuf Usman, Alhaji Yusuf Usman, who happens to be a staunch follower at Atiku. What did he say? He said these people, they are just racketing. It's not going to affect the politician. It's not going to affect the who is who, the bigger guys, the big boys in the society. It's going to affect the masses. It's going to affect the masses. You get what I'm saying?
I think it's affecting the masses now. You can't
so
get
what we now say? And when Emefiele is bringing in art policy that is affecting the masses, what else? Governance is all about good, governance. It's all about making the masses, be very okay, right? And what I just saying, there are a lot of mad people in this country, and you can see we have them around us. So Nigeria need a lot of psychiatric.
Mr. Kule, this CBN governor is APC.
He is a non-partisan. He's non-partisan.
But
you can remember.
According to you,
can you not call him PDP? He came from PDP.
Only an APC member that can.
He came. No. Sanusi was not PDP member when he joined. When he was CBN governor. They are technocrats. My brother, you are a journalist.
According to you, wait, I'm quoting you. He bought 100 million naira form. As what now?
That is why I said that guy is confused. He's confused. You remember when Sanusi was there? You know, the CBN governor is supposed to be non-partisan. CBN governor that is if the country that is well, CBN governor will not be partisan. Look at Sanusi. Sanusi was brought in as a technocrat because he studied banking, and the type of banking he studied is very chronic one. Those are the people that manage fraud in banking, right? The department is what it was then in First Bank, and what even took him to the acting MD of First Bank then was his achievement. So somebody like Sanusi came in as a CBN governor under Jonathan as a technocrat. He came in as a technocrat, So, but this one is he allowed the political club, net to swing around him. That is Emefiele I'm talking. It's supposed to be a political. Even him collecting form for 100 million.
But it seems that this policy is affecting some politicians.
To hell with the politician. The politicians have sought their life. The politicians have grabbed what they cannot even finish till the end of their life. we the masses as what I'm consigning on. I particularly, if you don't consign it by yourself, because I know say Nigerian masses, Nigerian youth, they are meant for suffering. That suffer now be their second name where they want to be by. But me now, I'm seeing what is wrong now and say he's punishing us with that policy. He's punishing. Have you been to any ATM just of this morning, as of this morning?
I said I went this morning.
So what happened?
No 15 naira inside bank.
No 15 naira. So at what detriment? At what detriment?
And even though there's money, there will be money ever.
At what detriment?
Only 20,000.
For God's sake. You see, sufferhead, where fellas say sufferhead must go original sufferhead. Sufferhead go still they come on top all these people because this is a place I see youth that they don't even know what they want. Youth doesn't even know what they want as it is now. And everything they'll be putting blame game. And some are even they're having psycho problem already. Some youth are mad already.
It might be the country.
It might be the country. So that's why I don't blame them. They will tell you they are this, they are that. But you find out that they are just nuisance roaming about the streets. You know, and I'm so ashamed to be in this category, to be among this caliber of the youth I'm saying now. And I have to say it all over because we knew when Nigeria was good. We knew when Nigeria was okay. And we knew when Nigeria was just, you know, trending like big five. No, this one has a this one has a psychiatric problem. He has a psychiatric.
Let's move on.
He has a psycho.
Jandor calls for Buhari IGP intervention on incessant attacks on his campaign team.
And Jandor himself, you know, you can't be part of one click, you whine, you die with them, and you want to remove yourself overnight. Jandor, PAPC made Jandor. Jandor is spending, any penny he's spending now is APC money. We knew when I can call him out one-on-one. We gave him an apartment he was using in on Island, just close to this TV, Galaxy TV. I'm just revealing this just to set the pace, right? And Jandor was being used to promote the goodness, the works. What's it called? Fashola was doing there. Jandor a Fashola boy. You know, Fashola used him as a media head to promulgate his achievements in government. You could remember a program called Eko Wengele, where they showcase all the governor's achievements. That was what he was doing there. So from there, you move from duplex to larger place. That's where his campaign office is in Adeniyi Jones. From there, you move to GRA. From there, you don't bite fingers that feeds you.
Does that warrant the attack?
It doesn't. 2 wrongs don't make it right, mind you. But you talk less. Once you know you've wine and dine with evil, you don't need to castigate that evil again.
The government.
No, I'm just giving you a narration, man. That if you know you wine and dine with people, right? You wine and dine with people. You don't castigate that people. Instead, stay far away, because they will tell you the people you are castigating are you different, and that's the same problem we are seeing here. A lot of them, they will go, they will collect money, they will vote for their future. This is my PVC. I'm still saying I've never collected any dime from any party member or even APC. I've never collected any dime. But my vote is for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a unifier, a Lagos builder, a human builder. Look at this Igbo man that is in charge of the budgets in Abuja. In Wabweze. He brought Iwabreze from nowhere, and he built them up. Bena is reckoned. That's why I want some Igbos, some elements of Igbos that always attack this man. Look for the goodness he can do for you. Don't be a hater of humanity, because it's always cyber blackmailing they are doing. Cyber blackmailing they are doing, and it cannot work for you. If you don't want to, you learn the rudiment of politics. Politics is all about bullying. Politics is all about attacking people. This is my own PVC. Bring your PVC if you have any PVC over there. Let us see how you can change this country not by your mouth, not by shouting. You know, we are not in market. We are not in spare part market, right? Thank you very much.
Jagaba is our president.
Yeah, I know.
Let us see.
GPN.
GPN.
Whether they like or not.
Good people.
Whether they like or not.
Happy New Month.
Yeah. Let's look at the political.
No. We have to go to note first. Note CBN.
Okay, CBN.
CBN.
They have extended it by 10 days.
10 days. They say they extended because of Lagos. They say they give Lagos money, they don't do them. Other state, National State, Naira State, they are collecting money. All the states are collecting money. People are going to change money and collect money. Because why? They do it clean. The Lagos State here, they take the money and sell for POX.
What at the end? Do you have any evidence?
POX, where did they get the money? To collect one
Do you have
time.
any evidence?
Evidence.
It's an allegation. You can be arrested for.
Listen to me, Mr. Man.
Yeah,
Are you fighting for me? Are you crying for me? Are you crying for me? Don't cry for me.
That's not correct.
They carry the money and share for POX. Now 1,000 Naira is new note. How POX say they collect? Where they get that money? Where POX get the money? You don't say I parity. You don't know Yoruba people. You don't know how parity later. You don't know how parity. The same thing they hide the money to share for what?
They hide the money.
They hide the money.
The palliative.
Yes, the way they hide parity.
During COVID-19.
That is a great evidence. To share for what? POX to sell the money for and collect money for them. 300 Naira for 1,000. You don't know what's going on?
Wait, how much for 1,000?
300 Naira for 1,000. That's what I buy. Yes. They are saying, where did you get the money? So Yorubas are the bad guys. That's why no one's good to talk, but you allow him to talk. The bad guys are the Yorubas. Every state, listen to me.
I don't think so.
Every state,
It's not a Yoruba
collect the
thing.
money. I'm coming.
It is not a Yoruba thing.
I'm coming.
The palliatives will
Every state.
other states have their own.
No,
In my
after they
state-
see on their state.
In my state.
Listen to me.
They
After they see in their state, the first time they get the parity, come there, Lagos State. Before they send other state. All the money, whistle money, whistle blow. Now Lagos State they see all the money, not any other state. All the money that they collect for whistle blow, that APC grab the money and chop, they see for Lagos State. This is a pot of corruption. A pot of corruption is this Lagos State. Now they share money, central bank say they give them enough money. They carry the money hide, share for their brothers in the bank. Share for their brothers in the bank. And carry the rest, share for what? Sell for POX. If you go now 1,000 Naira, 300. They sell the new money for you. You see not the same way they hide parity. You don't know Yoruba people. Who they want to talk? Say people go change Nigeria. Who go change it?
Who is in charge of the banks in Nigeria? Is it
Charge of the bank. Listen to me. We are talking about banking branch. Statewide, Yoruba control all the banking branch. CSM and CSO. Now they control it. PM. They finish all the money, share the money to people, their brothers, their sisters, their relation, and the money finish for bank. Then now the empty bank become empty.
You don't see how this man talk now.
So how dare you begin to talk? This man, Yeko Kule, is the son of a thief.
No.
Now I tell you the truth.
Nowhere.
How dare you?
Please, the man has his talk is nowhere.
No.
How dare you?
No.
How dare you?
Don't call Kunle that.
Where is he be? Why can't you support?
Kunle is not your
Why can't you
problem.
support that thing?
Kunle is not your problem.
Why can't you support good thing?
Kunle is not your problem.
Why can't Kule not support good thing?
That is his own.
No, no party. If you don't talk real,
Own choice.
if you don't talk truth, you can never be a good person.
Go and meet your doctor.
His own
Let
choice.
Turumbu talk the real word.
His own choice.
Let him talk the real talk.
Your choice. His choice.
What is wrong in the
You
Lagos
can say anything.
state? What did they destroy Nigeria?
That is not start.
Yoruba destroy the country.
Everything from 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Everything will stop for it.
He is supporting Tinubu. You are supporting Tinubu.
Listen to me.
Are you not supporting?
Listen to me.
This man have mental disorder.
After Turumbu, we want to see what is wrong in Nigeria. While masses are suffering, the Yoruba cause.
Don't talk now. No way to
Masses suffer because of the Yoruba.
please, let me find
Go to the house. They say you're in agreement. Yoruba. Where are you as a journalist? Ain't agreement Yoruba?
Agent and agreement.
Yoruba? Is it good?
You're a madman. Hey, Kule, allow him to talk.
All the bad thing they do, that Yoruba they do. All the bad behavior, Yoruba they bring. Central Bank, the worst coin. Where is Kobo today? Yoruba destroy Kobo.
You this house boy.
Eh? Yoruba destroy Kobo for the Nigeria. Are we buying it for Kobo? Are we seeing Kobo again? We have Kobo in Nigeria. Naira and Kobo, we have Kobo. Where is Kobo? Yoruba destroy the Kobo. That Kobo don't want to work again. Obasanjo come and destroy the Kobo. You see no Yoruba son? When you do good one job. Now they bring money to share for people, change money. They do what? They now hide the money share the money to their brothers in the bank, and they begin to share money to POS to start business. Business now become a terrible business now for the Nigeria.
But some people are also getting the money now.
Who get the money? There are people.
Are you not getting the money?
My money now. I try to change that money. I don't see.
How much?
I can't change it.
How much?
I go to the bank, they say no. Now, if they complain, the Yoruba complain, the money is in their pocket, they share to themselves. You that come from outside, no see the money.
Outside? Have you know one Nigeria?
Don't you want Nigeria for where? Did the Yoruba man say this man that carry boat to this morning? He said now one Nigeria will be. This man carry boat to this morning. You tell him no one will be one Nigeria. This is the Yoruba Republic. This is the Yoruba Republic. The body is here. That they carry. You know, is there one in Nigeria? Eh? This is the Yoruba Republic, not in Nigeria. They are bad guys, calling the nation, 2 minutes of evil. Where are we seeing?
So what do you want them to do now? CBN.
Now change your life.
CBN, what's
CBN do all what they can. They report yesterday. Say because of Lagos, they increase the date to 10. They share money to every state. Give people money. People are collecting for every state. They Lagos State block, they carry money share. They are palliative. They high palliative, and they hungry, they high palliative. The same thing, they hide the money. They are thieves. They are all thieves. Come on,
okay. 900 billion naira still in people's homes.
Yes, it's going to be. I like this. Because money that you keep down, you want to work, you don't want to use the money. Greediness. I want to sit down and chop. Keep the chop. Money don't spoil. I like what Buhari do.
You like what Buhari do?
Don't spoil.
You like what Buhari do?
Oh my God, I love it die. Money don't spoil. You keep money, you don't want to release. That is how it's supposed to be. It affects everybody. If you stop, if you put money, if you get money, you don't want to release it, you then stingy, your money goes spoil. You know they have to change for bank. 10 days, you're going to hook.
Okay, let's talk about Adeleke in Osun State, what the tribunal said.
What they do to him is what they do to what Ayo Fash. Yoruba hate him because he goes to another party. Yoruba hate him because he goes to another party. West to be controlled by APC.
This guy is a madman.
West,
Don't bring
you controlled by APC. West.
He's a madman.
That's how they do to Ayo Fash.
And you carry bottle.
He's homeless.
They finish your Fash because why? Go take PDP. Now they frustrate your Fash. That's what they want to frustrate this man to. Always frustrate this man because why you take another party. These people, no be Nigeria, they be the Urudu Republic. Why they go and frustrate that man now that we election fair and fair? They say it was overcome. You blind before you count? They count like this? They blind? They want to frustrate him and they frustrate your Fash because
It is the court that says overvoting.
that is it. The problem is that the people came overtake voting to destroy him. They don't take APC. The Yoruba are combined what? They are now going. They say they are Yoruba Republic. So you don't bring APC come here now. APC come here now. APC state. APC environment. So that's why they frustrate him. They will come out of power. And just like what they do to Ayo Fash.
They remove
They will remove him. Wait now. Wait till they go remove him. Because of what they do to Ayo Fash, they could do after. Because why? They don't want PDP for this area of what West. They are Yoruba Republic. That's why I can't go here. That's why I pick here. Stop it. You know where he's talking? Is that not a football?
Okay, Jandor calls for Buhari and IGP intervention on attacks on his campaign.
Yes, it's politics. You depend what?
They're attacking him in politics.
It's his politics.
They attacked him in Surulere.
Yes, ma'am.
They attacked him in Ketu.
Yes, you need to know what is going on. If you want to come out to politics in this country, as I'm starting GP, I defend myself.
You defend yourself.
As I'm starting GP now for my mouth, I defend myself. They all know. Yoruba know, the whole world knows. I'm starting GP and I defend myself. You go throw power, you go throw back because I know myself. So either you defend yourself to come to politics in Nigeria, or you be empty, they go beat you. They go beat you. They go stop your campaign. You must defend yourself because come out for Nigerian politics. You know the video, never come out just like that. It's a very dark nation. You don't want good thing. I'm coming. Why they attack this man? Before you come out to Nigerian government, say you want to do campaign, want to do politician. As I'm shouting GPN now for the whole world, I defend myself, die. They don't point anybody to stand for me. So you want to what? Defend yourself. No just come out at that beginning. They go preach everywhere. They go go beat you everywhere.
Yeah, you collect what to do.
I go beat Kule. I tell you, I go beat Kule. You don't want to to stand.
What did Kule do to you?
Now, listen to me.
What did Kule do
I'm
to
coming.
you?
Last 2 weeks, coming. All the carry witness. Carry witness say I rape this. And I'll tell him today. Why do you always support him? Start to go carry back his body. Go carry back his body. See what they treat me. Say why I call him cheap. You called me cheap last week. Did I call him cheap?
Okay, thank you very much. Any advice for?
What advice is? No of the 3 candidates go save you. I'm coming. 3 candidates will not save you. Atiku, listen to me. Atiku, Peter Obi, Turumbu will not save you. They are not messiahs in Nigeria. CBN is coming. That's the only messiah. You will save the nation and bring the nation back to life. GBN, good people. GBN, good people. Good people in Nigeria. That is the person that is going to deliver the nation. None of them is the messiah. Because you go suffer small.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Obong, if you become president, Kule go suffer. Good morning. What is my brother? What is happening this morning? Okay. Everybody become mad. All the whole Nigerians are. The situation is madness. Is getting out of hand. Madness is going out of hand. No control. I saw Kule picking bottle this morning to choke. How dare you? Obo, how dare you? Obo is saying Kule is a thief. Well, it's like I don't know. Nigerians are not happy. They are not happy. Fighting themselves, destroying themselves, abusing themselves. Anyway, it just only have now till 25. Yes. On the 26th February, the attention will come down. Yes, come down. Yes. Somebody so that is it. President. Yes. Let's go ahead. No new Naira notes, but the CBN has extended 10 days. I expected that. You see, I was not expecting expansion. You know why? Did you see how much CBN have recovered? Are you getting me? Now they still have 40-something% money hiding somewhere. Some people have not brought their money out. These politicians are still hiding it. They are still hiding it. They believe that, you know why they're hiding it? Till on the 25, they want to use it to settle by vote. That's why they're keeping it in the house. But give it 10 days, let's see what will happen on that 10 days. I pray they should expand it, you know? But like somebody said this morning that in UK, it took almost about how many years before they can change money? For me, expanding it, whether you expand it 10 times, I will still keep their money. Most of the politicians, after that deadline, they will still keep money. But I pray that CBN should not extend it again. That they should, and again, bring out people. Awareness. Let Nigeria know that once 10 days, once 9 days remaining, 1 day remaining, they should no money should stop. Stop collecting old note. And let me tell you, what Kule is saying is right. CBN brought up billions of new money and sent it to the banks. And the banks manager are selling it to their friends. If you watch what happened now, somebody was playing bundle of new Naira. If you go to party where they do party, you see people selling new money. Where did they get that money? I get it. So instead of this money to circulate, they are selling it to their friends and their family. So that's why you see Oban is angry. That most of people who are doing that, they are the MDs, they are most of Yoruba people. That's why Oban is saying. And he might be right. Do you believe it? Yes, yes. Otherwise, I'll tell you why. If you check most of these banks, you have most of the MD and workers, administration, they are from Yoruba. I get to me. The reason is that if you check most of these parties, you go now, go to know. Go now, you see Aboki holding the new Naira note. I get to me. See some of these party people and bad people holding bundle, spreading bundle, new Naira note in the party. So it's truth. But I cannot say only Yoruba or around, even east, south, north, they are doing the same thing. So that is it.
Okay, let's look at Jandor called for Buhari IGP's intervention on incessant attacks on his campaign team.
The police are not doing their work, and the army are not doing their work. Despite the warning that the National Security Advisor won, and even the president, they should allow free, fair campaign. When Jandor went to Sulere, the talk did not allow Jandor to campaign. And when the deputy governor of PDP went to Agege, they insulted her. They don't allow her to campaign. So likewise, the same way, people want to, or no, you want to collect PVC, they deprive them. So I don't know why. See, my own is that God should bring someone that will win. 2023, someone that will be able to do things we are lacking now. I get it. All this killing, no campaign, no this. Even yesterday, when they did debate yesterday, when there was debate, someone who was not there, the other people were there. So I don't know why APC is afraid. Why are they afraid? They should come out and campaign. They should come out and tell Lagosha what they are enjoying for the trillions they have been having. Mapping. Tell us no fuel, no water, no light. We are just suffering in Lagos State. In fact, Lagos State is a mega city, but the most suffering is Lagos State. People are suffering in terms of paying of house rent, transportation, so many things. So I'm not blaming Obom, abusing Kule, that most of these parties happening in Lagos here. I don't understand. So that's it. Things are better. They should allow him to campaign. Allow playing field, not only even PDP, other area, Labour. Please allow free and fair campaign. The way they are campaigning, nobody is stopping them. If you see the fight, in fact, 2 people died in Sulere. Both sides bring out talk, fighting themselves. It's not good for democracy.
Okay, let's look at in Osun State how the Adeleke sack will affect the general elections.
That day, that was the you saw my anger. And so many Nigerians are angry. So many Nigerians are being disappointed for these beavers, for this election, for this 2023 election. Because what happened in Osun State and happened in Imo State, where number 4 become number 1, and they don't do anything. That's why they are still doing the same thing in Osun. They feel that the child will not do anything. They'll call it lament, and at the end, they won't do anything. For me, that judgment is a wrong judgment. That judgment is a fake. That money has been bribed by judiciary. See, let me tell you, we don't have judiciary. We don't have them. Judiciary, they are fake. No. They are for their side. Judiciary. If you have judiciary, I can three of it. After election, after swearing in, the will of people be dashed. Just the way will of people be dashed in Owerri. Now they are not dashing in Osun State. No. Nigeria should not take it. Otherwise, 2020 election, if Obi win, they might end up giving the billion man. Or if Obi win, they might end up giving it the Fulani man. So in Nigeria should say no. Adeleke should remain there. That's the will of the people. Otherwise, the judge could have said, conduct that election again, not giving it to those who Nigeria rejected, or some people rejected. They rejected Oyetola APC. Nigeria have rejected APC from the president to the DC. Go to Casino. They did not receive Buhari. They have told Buhari to pack his note, come back home. That you have disappointed us. Like by APC in Osun State. They rejected Oyetola, rejected APC, rejected Tinubu in that Osun State. Otherwise, 2020 election, Obi might win at the end. They will go to Supreme Court, the same judge they used them, and turn upside down. The will of the people must be prepared. Otherwise, 2023, there must be election because we were happy when Beaver came out and Nick was going around that is the solution, that they were praising president. But what happened in Osun State had made people to lose focus that election. Those 2 judges should be prosecuted. Those 2 judges should be sacked. You don't do that. They are not giving them of name. in Imo State. What justification that number 4 now become number 1 because they don't? I said it can't happen in those states. No. In my area, it cannot never happen. But this time when election is very hot, after voting, let's just Obaseki, after voting Obaseki, you now went and give a shovel. We will agree, we will do that. We won't do that. That's the will of the people. So they are looking at you, the Oshu people, they can't do anything. So 2023, I said it, for what I saw in Oshu, I remove my mind not to vote for anybody.
Okay, what is happening? No light, no water.
That is what Uber is angry with Kule.
No money.
Kule still supporting APC. Kule, they say no money. They say no money, no light. Let me tell you, Lagos is a mega city. A mega city in other country has everything. Water, light, everything is a mega city. Good transportation. Now, take a BRT. No AC for BRT, no internet for BRT. You are not making noise. See, what are we benefit? What is our benefit? What is our offense? What is our offense? We are voting. We vote, at the end they turn you upside down. No light, we pay for higher bill. No water, we buy water. No food. Look at now. Those who are going to farm, you deprive them. I get it. So APC has failed Nigeria. They didn't pay. If PDP 16 years, according to them, we voted them out because 16 years. They did well. They did well. It's just mistake of Boko Haram. But today, under APC, Boko Haram, bandit, kidnapping, hatred, manizing, hatred, degradation, poverty, every day. Please. Who are supporting the APC, they are wicked to us. They are bad people. So I am not, for me, I pray God to give us a leader that has focus. A leader that will stand and deal with this elite who are collecting new money. Let me tell you, this new money have been stuck to the politician in the house. They are standing in the house. Somebody, look, did you watch a video? AIT. Bondo, they were spraying Bondo new money. And you just have EFCC, you have SSS, you have soldiers. My brother, Buhari should wake up. This few months, wake up, otherwise we'll sack you.
He said Buhari should wake up, otherwise he'll sack him. How many months? How many months? How possible?
Hello, uprising and sacking.
How?
Uprising.
How would the uprising come up?
Hello, sir. I was in UBA this morning. I went to withdraw from the ATM. Okay, so this UBA is not just for UBA. This is my ATM. I went to withdraw. They told us no money in ATM. Okay, let me now go into the banking hall and withdraw. Even if it's old notes, we are only money now. I must spend. They said there's no money again, even on the counter to pay to anybody. One man brought the dip his hand to his pocket. They brought out 50 Naira notes. That was what they used in paying them. Say they're not even paying out old notes now. They are paying them with old currency, but 50 Naira, 100 Naira, 20 Naira. He said at times, in his own case, they pay him with 50 Naira notes. 2,000. That's the amount they are paying everybody. And when you get to a song, after they pay you 50 Naira, 2,000 Naira, the money finishes. No more money. They ask the rest people to go out. No more money to pay them. One, they don't have the new currency to pay. The old currency in which they are paying.
The Central Bank has said they should not. Central Bank has said they should not.
Okay. The 50 Naira, 20 Naira, which they used to pay them, has even been exhausted. No money. So I couldn't go in to go and get it. Even if I wish to be paying that 50 Naira note, but I have to go somewhere. So, and I told the banking staff, I said, why you know that the extension was granted over the weekend for 10 years? I mean for 10 days. Bank will have been seeing the mass. That guy.
Okay. Okogodem. Urgent call. Okogodem.
He's just coming. So that they push me. Are you not just coming? Sorry, my brother. I go tell you, go talk to him one time. He met me here. He's still doing drag.
Okay, good morning. No, just.
You are my fellow man of law. I go say excuse me. Because you are blind. You don't even know how to say.
Good morning, Okukodem. Good morning, Okukodem. Good morning.
Mr. Christian, good morning.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Shall we pray? In Jesus' name. Our heavenly God, Father Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth, I thank thee, I worship thee in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ for making us to be alive, for making us to see the light of the day. I thank thee on behalf of our fans all over the world. I thank thee on people who love truth. I thank thee for the freedom fighters. Be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. Amen. I thank thee on behalf of Master Nnamdi Kanu. No matter the condition of his illness, I still thank thee because your hand is upon him. I thank thee on behalf of Simon Ekpa and his autopilot, IPOB autopilot, DSN autopilot, Omada autopilot. Father, be praised, be magnified for upholding them, for sustaining them, for using them as an instrument in your hand. I thank thee on behalf of Sunday, Igbohu, Amateku, and Yoruba Nation. I thank thee, I said, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. And I still thank you for Nigeria, because the plan of the enemies, the plan of the wicked ones, to swallow the innocent people, to swallow the masses, you never allow it to happen. Father Yahweh, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. Amen. I thank thee on behalf of Philip TV, who made it possible for us to see the light of the day, for us to have a platform like this, to voice out for the world to know what is happening in Nigeria. Father, people be magnified in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokonde, in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB of Biafra, IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Simon Ekpa and his autopilot.
Thank you.
Long live Amateku. Long live Sunday Igbohu. Long live Odua Nation. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
There is sit at home in the southeast.
Yeah.
When is it going to end?
No, we normally have every Monday sit at home, and today is sit at home. It has become our tradition. It has become our normalcy. Until the Biafran nation is restored, until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, then we have other sit at home that we're expecting to be coming up. Like the one of 5 days that have gone last time, we still have the one that will be more stronger for it, for the nation of Biafra, for everybody who loves freedom. You understand?
Will there be sit at home tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Tuesday. No, I don't think.
Okay, because APC is having their campaign in Anambra State tomorrow.
Okay, so that's in Anambra. If APC is having their campaign, that's one. It's not Biafran affairs. It's not Biafran affairs. Okay. You can have the campaign, but what we say we cannot have in Biafra like selection. You can jingle on the road, make a noise, shout there, do whatever you want to do. The road is free for you. The road is free for you. The land is free for you. But for election, we say no. That's where we stand.
Who are we?
Biafran people.
There are Biafran people that want election.
No, those are not Biafran people. Those are Igbo Nigerians.
There are people that want Biafra. There are Biafrans that want election.
Everybody, you cannot want Biafra and want election. You cannot have two things at a time. Neither you face the election and leave Biafra, or you hold Biafra and forget about the election.
Okay, you know the kind of people I'm talking about.
You said?
You know the people I'm talking about, Abi?
Who are the people you're talking about?
I will not say, I'll reveal to you. Let's move on. Naira redesign, 900 billion naira still in people's homes. CBN governor.
Naira design and 900 billion still at people's home. Is it the old one or the new one?
Old one.
Old one. Let them eat it now. If they don't want to submit it, let them take it to do carpet or rug or tie in their room. And let them hold it. Let them hold it.
No, they are giving 10 days.
You give 30 days to submit. You say no. Extra 10 days. You still keep it. Let them take it to do pepper soup. Vegetable soup. Let them take it to cook vegetable soup.
I believe by these 10 days they will return the money.
Wouldn't they say it's short again? You see, CBN have love on them to extend it. If I am CBN and God will not allow me to be CBN, I will never move an inch.
Someone say, Mr. Okpara, don't worry, you will see people voting in Anambra on election day.
People, unless they will come from grave and vote. Unless those people will return from grave and vote. And bear in mind, the dead have nothing to do with the living. And if those people raise from grave to vote, they make sure say rapture have taken place.
So you are saying no election in Southeast?
Unless God himself approve that there be election.
So I'm going to tell you now.
I said, unless God approve it that there be election.
I told Mr. Matthew that they will extend the deadline of this CBN.
No,
I told you last time that there will be election in Anambra, Soludo.
What happened? What did I told you?
I told
when you tell me about Soludo, what did I tell you?
I told you
that the Soludo will be the worst governor of Anambra if they hold that election.
I told you that Asiwaju will win the primary.
So I'm not arguing that Asiwaju.
I want to tell you another one.
Excuse me, I'm not asking for Asiwaju.
There will be election in Anambra State.
Unless Anambra is not Biafra land.
All the things I've been telling you have come to pass.
I said unless Anambra.
Is there anyone that have not come to pass?
But what the one?
That Anambra.
The one I told
February
you.
25th there will be election.
Excuse me.
Anambra. Okay.
The one I told you about Soludo, that if there's an election in Anambra during the governorship election, Soludo will win. And if he win, it will be the worst governor Anambra will produce. Is it not true? Since the Soludo enter, all this I said that Soludo will do, that is evil. Is he not doing it? Now, if the Biafrans allow election to hold in Biafra land in this 2023, which will be next month, if Biafrans allow election to hold the Biafra, let the Biafra know that they have digged their own grave. Let the real Biafrans know they have digged their own grave.
Have you heard?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Whether Obi or no Obi, we Biafrans say we don't want election in Biafra land because we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. And to stop election in Biafra land is to prove to the world that we don't want to be Nigerian alone again. Therefore, we will do everything to stop the election. And let me tell you, if I did not come out to vote, will you come inside my house to force me to vote? Is it not when I come out that you will arrest me? Is it not when I come out that you beat me? Is it not when I come out that you calm me down? You cannot come inside my house and calm me down because I did not vote.
Where will you be on election day?
When?
Where will you be on election day?
On election day? Where am I? Am I in heaven now? On election day, we'll be on earth. I'm still on earth.
In your house?
Am I in the jungle before? Am I living in the jungle?
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on this morning. We have Jandor calls for Buhari and IGP's intervention on attacks on his campaign team in Lagos State.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That election, not only in Biafra land, it may not. Look at what characterizing about this present election. Attack here, attack there. Last time I heard that Tulumbu went to Plateau, they attacked him. Last time Obi went to, I think, is it Kasina or Kano? They attack him. Now attacking Lagos, attacking East, attacking West, attacking North. Where is safe? To tell you that this present 2023 has fire, consuming fire coming. It has fire coming. You don't know who will survive. You don't know who will live. You don't know who will be dead. You don't know where will be saved. Instead of Nigerians to come up and stand openly and say we are tired of this contraction, come Nigeria. Let everybody go on his own. We are trying to force ourselves to remain for the prison of Fulani, to please Fulani and the British. Nigeria is fed. Everybody is tired. That is why you see they are attacking themselves on campaign ground. Let us say the truth. Election have fed Nigeria. Since 1963, Nigeria conducted election by themselves. There's anarchy in every election. No election in Nigeria, they do not kill. But this one is coming worse. Look at the 2015. The so-called Buhari, we voted that time. Say if we don't win, that monkey and bamboo will suck the blood of Nigerians. He win. Jonathan surrender. He won the election. Still, monkey and bamboo, we are still sucking the blood of Nigerians. Now, this one has started again.
Okay.
And the military cannot rule anymore because military are part of the problem of Nigeria. Military destroy Nigeria. Military give us the constitution now that is killing us. Nothing like no constitution was not written by anybody. The military. Under the Nigerian constitution, they don't consult anybody. Only military. And military favored Fulani. Go to our constitution. Bring our constitution and read it. You see that everything favor Fulani. Muslim, Fulani, is favored. Eh? That's why we are suffering. That is why when they say amendment of constitution, they will tell you no. Amendment of constitution, they will tell you no. Look at the 2014 cabs.
What you remember what you told me, but you didn't remember what I told you.
No, it's my own. I remember. I didn't remember your
You
own.
cannot remember me consistently saying that the central bank has said that the decision is not cast on stone, that is subject to be reviewed. You cannot remember.
Yeah, but I told you emphatically
Why
that
are
I
you
don't
quick to
extend. But you
remember
said you
your
don't
own?
think. You don't
Why are
think
you quick
they
to
will
remember
extend
your
it?
own and we are not quick to
You
remember
don't think they
another
will
person's
extend
own?
it? Okay,
So-
let's look at with 900 billion naira still in people's home. Do you think that there will be another extension?
Before I comment on whether there will be another extension, personally, I'm advising CBN not to do another extension. Because, like I said the other day, we are seeing instances where people who are in government are playing opposition. I gave you another day the other day that in my place, they asked tortoise, did you open the door? He said he didn't eat the food under the mortar. So how come do you know that there is food under the mortar when you didn't open the door? So when we start seeing some comment from some stakeholders, some political gladiators, we begin to elicit some questions coming to whether it will be extended. For me, just as CBI have maintained, I think it have recorded success. Because if you look at the figures they are giving, from the figures they are giving, 3.23 trillion naira were in circulation. And out of this money in circulation, 2.27 trillion were in private hands outside the banking system. And that represents 75%. No. 2.7 trillion were outside the banking sector. And according to CBN, after this phase, up to now, they have been able to mop up 1.9 trillion, leaving 900 billion in the hands of people outside the banking system. So for me, it is recording success. The area, like I've always maintained, is that people who are being affected, they should address it. I remember that I always mention the PS operators, who perhaps need bulk money for their day-to-day business. And CBN consistently maintain, not just CBN, even the position of Mr. President, collaborated with the position of CBN, that this policy is targeted at some big men who keep illicit money in their homes. Because for me, this policy of ending the old Naira note on the 10th of February, though there's another grace of 17th. But that grace of 17th does not mean you have to be operating with that money, trading with that money. You only have the leverage to take it to central bank to return it. So I'm of the view that it should not be extended. Rather, let CBN through this period make available enough new Naira note to go to the individuals who need it. And again, CBN has consistently maintained that they are giving these commercial banks enough new Naira notes. Personally, I've not seen enough new Naira note. I do not agree that there's enough new Naira note in circulation. Except otherwise, the other allegation that says that the banks are diverting it. So what CBN should do is they should put their eyes on the ball. They should deploy their personnel to the commercial banks to ensure that the money the new currency that is being given to them is not being diverted, that is being loaded in the ATM machines. And good enough, when the CBN governor was addressing the press yesterday, he did mention that the new currency have tracking number that can be tracked. So since they have such innovation in the new Naira note, they should ensure that anywhere those money is being taken to illegally, they should trace it and get it back. Because whether we like it or not, there are laws regulating how you handle Naira. You cannot, as an individual, keep excess of 5 million Naira in your possession. So if you see our politicians who keep out of that 900 billion, you see our politicians who keep maybe 100 million, 300 million, 800 million, 1 billion in their respective houses or whatever. The CBN should ensure that the end of that deadline they sustain it, so that if they needed to use to sabotage the election, it will be a waste in their hands.
Okay.
So for me, I think they should not extend it further. Rather, they should make the new Naira note available and monitor how it's being dispensed, so that they do not go into the wrong hands. Otherwise, the essence of the whole policy will be defeated if you allow them to extend it beyond the election. Can you imagine that even National Assembly, Senate, House of Reps, it tells them to extend it for 6 months? For what purpose? Me, I do not subscribe to the idea of extending it for that long. This extension that says 17th of February and no 10th of February and 17th of February, I think for me is enough. So that if you didn't meet up with 10th, 17th is not saying go and start doing transaction with the money. Return it to CBN, they will collect it. So nobody is losing. So for me, CBN should not extend it again. If they extend it, we are likely going to witness an election that is going to characterize with vote buying.
No, what happened in Osun State? Do you think that there's still confidence in the election?
Me, I am beginning to doubt the credibility of the electoral process, to be quite honest with you. Because if you look at what the judge that gave the lead judgment said, he was even mocking Adeleke that is dancing buga. What has dancing buga to do with the merit of the case? He dived into trivial issues. He left the issue of justice. And personally, I read about the minority judgment, which we both read here yesterday. And the man that gave the minority judgment said that APC did not call for voter register, which is a vital document that needed to be used to verify the beavers. As such, that makes the argument weak. So for me, I think I'm not satisfied with the judgment that came from that panel. Now, if you look at what I'm looking at, I think there is a belief that somebody may have distorted information from the beavers and called for beavers to use it to make his case. It may be from between INEC and some unscrupulous politicians, because beavers is garbage in, garbage out. It's human being that manages it. You input data. If you have access to the database in the beavers, you can alter it. I think that is what played out. Because otherwise, why would a politician that knows the importance of voter register ignore it and rely only on the beavers? For me, I'm saying that the beavers should be done in such a way that the moment they are declaring the result from each local government, let them upload information on the beavers, the accreditation in each local government to INEC portal, so that Nigerians will know the number of accredited voters in each local government, so that somebody will not come back to distort information in the beavers and go to court to say there was overvoting.
What's the difference between a beavers and a voter register?
Voter register is the one you tick manually. Don't forget that even INEC has said currently that even with the process of transmit the election result to INEC server and INEC portal, that election result will still be entered into from EC8A, from EC8B, from EC8C, as you move from unit level to ward level, to local government level, to state level, and to national level simultaneously. And at the end of the day, that manually recorded result is one that will be used to declare and return a winner.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, let INEC ensure that that information in the beavers, the accreditation, let them upload it to INEC portal, where Nigerians, election observers, the press that people have access to. We know the number of accredited voters in each local government before they even declare results, so that somebody will not go back to start altering the information in the beavers to go to a tribunal to say there was overvoting and all that.
Okay, Mr. Taiwo Odulade says, Matthew, there will still be another extension.
I'm saying personally, they should not extend it. That is my own position. I don't know whether he have access to the person, Taiwo, who is Odulade from London.
Okay.
Is it our popular Taiwo Odulade?
Mr. Lucky.
No, what I'm saying is, Mr. Taiwo Odulade, what I'm saying is, I'm of the view that it should not be extended. Because according to even Mr. President, it is not targeted on anybody. And if anybody knows that he have intention of doing vote buying, of rigging the election, and it is not part of our electoral process, and that is what somebody is crying for. That is the person's business.
Okay. Okay.
For me, it should not be extended. It should not be extended beyond that tent.
Okay. Attacks on Jando. Jando cause of Buhari and IGP's intervention.
It is quite unfortunate that we are still witnessing this level of brutality in our electoral process. For me, I discourage it, I condemn it in its totality. Whether I come from PDP, whether I come from APC, whether I come from Labour Party, anybody that does it, I condemn it in its totality. And unfortunately, our security agencies do not do the needful. Remember the other time, the flag boy of PDP in Oshodi was attacked. Up to today, I don't think anybody has been arrested or anybody is under prosecution. So this negligence on the part of our security agencies burdened these miscreants, these criminals to do more. So for me, I think I encourage the relevant security agencies to do the needful by apprehending who and who may be involved in thuggery, brutality, and all that, so that we can have a peaceful, a seamless electoral process. Thank you very much.
I have Mr. Mazi Chigozie. Good morning, Mazi Chigozie.
Yeah,
Is this Ututu Oma? I don't think Ututu Oma this morning, no. I don't think because what is going on. I think Nigerians have not really realized that they need to stand up for their rights.
What if that is your perception? Well, that is not far from the truth. And beyond that, what is paramount is for the people to make up their mind that they desire, so of course, the minimal recognition of human's dignity within this contraction called Nigeria. The minimal definition of human dignity is what people should crave for. It's so unfortunate that the majority of the populace are not yet living in denial. Even most people you think are later. But unfortunately, their education is of no use to them and to the society around them, because they are still living in that self-denial, self-deception. See, here I told you that it is just an effort in futility. If you could recall in a previous edition, I told you that INEC is never prepared for the election. It just imagine just one election in Osun State. You see, they are recording this irregularity. You can understand the legal battle that is that followed the announcement of that gubernatorial election, which unfortunately or fortunately have been annulled by the tribunal. You see, there is a lacuna for people to exploit. Now, if you cannot manage just a state election, how can you guarantee the transparency, the integrity of the election that will simultaneously be going on at the same time in different parts of the country, in 36 states, including Abuja? No, if you cannot guarantee the transparency, the credibility of just a state election, how can you now guarantee over 36 states of the federation that will be going on simultaneously? In Osun State, you told us you mobilized over 21,000 police force. Is it 21,000 or 60-something thousand?
In Osun State, no, 21,000,
yes.
Yes.
You see, either 21 within the neighborhood of 21 or 30-something thousand police. Now, how can you guarantee? And yet,
There's overvoting.
it was marked by irregularities. So when people like us speak, you should pay rapt attention because we are not here. We are not mincing words. We are not here to deceive the masses. Now it is becoming more clearer to you, even the doubting Thomas, that rather than revalidating this failed system by going to the already failed election, you should dissolve this system called Nigeria. It's a system that was not designed for the masses. Now, how can you, aside that, how can you guarantee the security of the electorate when election, the supposed election, will be going on simultaneously across the 36 states of Nigeria? If only just a mere campaign, people are being attacked, Jandor trails are being attacked, and assassins are being sent to kill this young man. This is just campaign. Then what is the guarantee that the safety and security of the electorate will be guaranteed? You can understand that this is absolutely 100% failure. The government that cannot guarantee the security of the people that are the trail of campaigners,
Campaign.
which is very minute compared to the holistic view.
36 states simultaneously.
Simultaneously, this you begin to appreciate what we are doing, the critical analysis we have been engaged in. But people who cannot, with shallow mind, cannot think this far, of course, cannot understand the handwriting on the wall. Today, I have been vindicated again that the so-called electoral empire are not prepared for this election. Despite the billions of dollars on Naira that have been expended, that have been budgeted for the preparation of this election, they can't even protect a mere website. And the question, see how it was manipulated, that it was people manipulated it and induced overvoting and all that. Look at that madness, look at that stupidity. And you want somebody, an informed mind like me, to accept such submission. It's an assault on my intelligence and my person. And you want the teeming populations of course, Nigeria or my people to accept what is going on. I told you that there is an effort in futility. You cannot guarantee just a state election, the credibility of a state election. And you want to tell me, even with all your security operatives, you mobilize down to Osun State. It was still marked by irregularities. People's electoral mandates, the mandate of the people, has been subchanged.
I was surprised. INEC declared the governor
Subverted.
winner. Declared the governor winner despite overvoting.
Is it not the same Mahmoud who declared election the victory of Buhari in 2015? I was there as a mathematical student. I was also computing and verifying the results. And when it was very clear that there are great disparity in terms of the election that have results that have been collected in different states. I was expecting the man, the so-called acclaimed professor, of course, the henchman in INEC, to reconsider his position and be able to reconcile those figures. He never did. He made promises that he will, but all of a sudden, in the next 2 hours, he went on to declare the election. So what really have changed? I was surprised that some people are believing in his mere self-acclaimed Mr. Right. The same man do not understood, do not know that there are irregularities or perceived overvoting and went on to declare the election. And now it's unfortunate that the masses has once again
Disappointed.
been not just disappointed, the destiny of several people has been stolen by the selfish politicians.
Okay, let's look at the Naira note. 10 days more given by CBN. Politicians are asking for 6 months.
It's unfortunate that this is a system where anarchy and impunity reigns, where you have people who call themselves representatives of the people, who call themselves lawmakers, are the most notorious, are the most obnoxious and deadly demonic entities. You see, rather than serving the interests of the people, they are only there to defend their personal interests at the expense of the masses. But the miller that is advocating for extension, for 6 months extension, 180 days, a process that have lasted for over three months now. How much did Bajamila hide in his village or in Abuja that he could not, he could not take to the bank within 3 months? Is Bajamila being paid in cash?
They are paid in dollars, not even cash.
Is Bajamila being paid in cash? Are the senators being paid in cash? Or their salaries are being transmitted to the point of over 30-something million naira? Did they receive it in cash notes? Or is it being transmitted? You see, the insincerity on the part of these people. You see, they are trying to pick quarrel with the central bank, knowing that possibly they have stocked up, of course, our hard-earned money, the people's money, in different locations because they knew already that possibly they could be tracked if they deposit those money in their respective banks. They may have, of course, bought some houses built undergrounds where they stockpile those money. Otherwise, nothing would have, of course, warranted this unnecessary attention on the part or distraction on the part of the so-called lawmakers. They are the ones who make the law, which, of course, Buhari assented to, that empowers the CBN to take such a monetary decisions on behalf of the states, on behalf of this country. So why are they trying to frustrate or usurp that same authority they handed over to this young man? In as much as I may not agree with most of his monetary or fiscal policies, but that notwithstanding, he should be given a breathing space because, and unfortunately, people that are attacking him are the likes of Nii, who possibly have stocked up over 6 trillion or 7 trillion for the election.
Only him.
To buy, of course, the vote of the people.
Wow.
For over the years, they have been planning all this,
Yeah.
but we are caught, of course, unawares. Perhaps they are now opposing the same government who they claim they single-handedly brought to fall. They are now opposing one of the best policies of this government, their own government. They are not blaming Chigozendi Igbo for, of course, for the change of the ink and for the incessant scarcity of fuel. I hope Funigas will vindicate me that I'm not responsible for that. That is all about his brother and father, who is the Minister of Petroleum.
You know, Ants, he said this is the worst CBN governor ever.
It is immaterial whether he is the worst or not. But once the National Assembly have empowered him, constitutionally empowered him to take decisions on behalf of the people of Nigeria, and it has been consented by the president, and the president who appointed him of course, who nominated him for screening, which he passed through the screening of the National Assembly. You should accept it in all faiths. So for a man called ant, you shouldn't in the first place call my attention when an ant is talking. So a man who reduces himself to an ant should not be should not be caught up when Chigozendibo is talking. An ant is an ant. When a human being should be described as an ant, is really an ant. When you consider the cerebral, the memory of an ant, it does not give him opportunity to think as human being. And that's why most times you see him ranting. As an ant, he is.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's so unfortunate that I know you have taken my time. You want to cut my time short. That notwithstanding,
1 hour 30 minutes.
I am not bothered about that. Whatever may be your this, I know.
1 hour 40 minutes.
I'm accusing you. Possibly you may have been bought over by the ants. You see, because they have nothing to offer. If you really have something to offer, why going for money? Your credibility and capacity should be seen and accepted by the people. Your person should be accepted by the people.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi.
It's so unfortunate that where we are today, and that of course shows very clearly that there is a more bleak future for you if the likes of Niyi and Ants will be here talking about defending the indefensible. Probably he has been paid up to do the dirty game.
Probably.
And you can have your phone.
Mr. Ani, good morning.
Christian.
Eku Jometa.
Yeah, it's been a while. How you doing?
Yes.
Can we bring this down, Elizabeth?
Let's start with, just come.
Okay.
Then let's start with CBN governor, the CBN governor.
I don't know if
An
you have,
extension,
I don't know
Sunday.
if you have paid condolences to those lives lost yesterday. Have you done that?
Okay, Ojo Elegba.
No,
No,
let's,
the information was not clear. How many lives were lost?
well,
Or if there were any lives were lost at
yeah,
all.
lives were lost.
But
11.
we didn't get any information.
11
Yeah.
lives were
On time.
lost. 2 children, 2 kids. And I just want to use this medium to commiserate with those that lost one person or the other in their family. I hope their life and their soul will rest in perfect peace because it's a smashing death. It's a very hurtful death. But that takes me back.
What can we do to prevent?
That takes me back to we Nigerians as human beings.
I know where you're going.
It takes me back to we human beings in this Nigeria. There's a policy that says that every container must be latched. That means there must be a rope tied to the container, to the base of the truck. But you know what? These people, they always tend to work at the time that probably the enforcement agencies are not on ground. He decided to work on a Sunday. Then secondly, on the Ojo Elegba bridge, how can a Danfo park and be picking passengers? The guy was actually picking people up on the bridge. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate that so many people lost their lives. But when we don't like to condole ourselves in a civil way, let us learn to follow simple rules. You know, when terrible things happens, they'll blame it on the government.
I don't think the government is.
You understand? They'll always end up blaming it on the government. On the Twitter space, everybody, you know, now is the political season. I could see some of my people from the east saying all sorts of things like, yeah, look at the Lagos. People down here and they're like chicken. Come on, man. Come on, guys. We don't have to be petty.
I think during around that Ojo Elegba, as the drivers are rough drivers. They drive very
It's
well.
so unfortunate that 11 people just lost their life.
They drive
So
very-
unfortunate.
Let's look at Emefiele has extended 10 days.
Emefiele is the most dumbest CBN governor we should ever have. This guy is a calamity. I told Mr. Matthew, I said, Mr. Matthew, those countries, those nations that we look up to, USA, UK, and the likes, on a yearly basis, there's what we call your yearly goals. You have a roadmap for the things you want to achieve for that year. So everybody is on one page. Every government has it. Every corporate entity has it. Just like your company, Flip TV, you guys already have what you want to achieve this year. You already have it mapped out. Did Emefiele, was there a plan as of January 1st, 2022, was there a plan that he had the intention of swapping the currency?
We just heard it.
He just woke up one night after losing the primary election because they denied it. Because how can what should I do? This is monetary policies are what are supposed to spur the economy, not to kill
He
the
said
economy.
it has reduced inflation.
Why didn't he implement this whatever change since 2020, 2021, 2022? Since why wait to the end of this tenure to implement this? And let me tell you something. And a policy is as good as its implementation. It's as simple as that. You know, I've told you several that this policy is a good one, but the implementation will be the challenge. And meanwhile, these 10 days is still going to be extended. I can guarantee you that.
Aye.
The 10 days will still be extended.
Aye.
Nigerians.
Although I told Mr. Matthew last time that they will extend, he said no.
Listen, I have
I'm
always
looking
seen.
at extending it
Listen,
to cause
my
problem.
predictions on this platform, so far so good. I have made one prediction now that has actually come to pass. I told you that this guy. No, I told you that extension will happen, and that has happened. I am giving another one. They are still gonna have an extra extension. Listen, I was in Oshodi last week Monday. I went to buy some fans. The guy, an Igbo man, he said, "Okay, I don't do transfer. Give me cash. Make I touch cash so that money go." Now, you don't just take away that mentality from people in a snap. It doesn't happen.
It needs to be.
Some people are so traditional, like, make I touch money, so that I go see money. Do you get me? I bought something worth of 57,000. I said, make I do. They said, no, call POS. Make the POS girl come give me cash. I want touch cash. Make cash in my body. We are Africans. We don't just take things from maybe one foreign land and we believe that it's going to work with us. Come on, man. This thing doesn't work like that. This man is so clueless. One other thing I said is, if Oshibanjo was, as of today, Oshibanjo was the APC candidate, aspirant, all these people were there this in our comment section, because you know they were all demanding for Oshibanjo. If it were to be Oshibanjo, who had actually won that primaries, are we going to be going through this hardship, this fuel scarcity?
You're saying there's an intention.
I'm telling you that, listen, whether intention or no intention, I am driving at those people who are ethnic bigots, who for no reason just hate Tinubu. I'm asking them if it was Oshibanjo that is, as of today, was the candidate of APC, and we have fuel scarcity and Naira redesign, would they still be with Oshibanjo and APC? But now, because it is Tinubu, the man who has the balls to come outside and say that, why would you?
It's the game.
He said, why would you come outside and say you want to have a Naira redesign? First scarcity since 7 years. Buhari has been, since 1999, Buhari has been able to resolve December crisis on fuel scarcity. The longest we've had for the past 7 years on fuel scarcity is 2 weeks. I give that to Buhari. Now he's about to hand over. It is now elongated to 2 months. Yeah. So every person that is logical will say that, what is happening? What is going on? Okay, if it was Oshibanjo, would you have kept quiet? Okay, even if he had kept quiet, those people who are against Tinubu now, would they still be for Oshibanjo? Let us ask ourselves, these are vital. Listen, I have said it that if Tinubu wins this election, which I believe will win, if he wins this election, that man should be idolized.
Somebody I should ask you this question. Why is it that it's only the politicians that are crying a lot about the CBN policy?
Listen to me, the politicians are the only ones that have access to the media. Go to the villages. Borno State have just 4 banks. So are you telling me that those people in Borno State should what? They should die on the money that they earn legitimately? Kano State, as civilized as Kano State is, only 7 local government has banks. Ganduje advised Buhari, Baba, don't come to Kano. If you come to Kano, they will strangle you.
He has reversed.
Yeah, because after the extension, he said you can now come.
People are angry with the policy.
The majority, as it stands in Nigeria, are the northerners. And the Northerners happens to be the ones who lack this infrastructure. You cannot drive a cashless policy when you don't have infrastructure. You cannot run ahead of the infrastructure. The limitations are there. It overwhelms the cashless policy. Kenya can only achieve cashless policy because as of 2006, 2007, there was a crisis in Nairobi in the slums. For people to access money, they have to go through M-Pesa. If we have war today in Nigeria, if there's a war or whatever, something will drive us to want to look for money. So then the only way we can, and that was what happened to Kenya. This is why you see Kenya happens to be the number one in the whole of the world. Yes, Kenya happens to be the whole of the world as a country that is what? Most cashless policy, Nigerian get that. If you want to enter bus, cashless policy, they do M-Pesa, text, boom. Nigerians were so impatient. Nobody has time to say that, okay, make I do transfer, 200. Make I send out to you. Before you confirm, listen, you yourself, you want to enter Okada. Okada man, you want to do transfer 200. They say, which in a case, 200. Okay, give me money, give me cash, I don't get time. Okay, do you want to take that away from us? We are naturally impatient people. This policy will work, but the time frame is too short. It needs to be adjusted. They need to expand it. Let us make it workable. Otherwise, it's going to fail. All right. So, on the cashless policy, MFLA happens to be the most terrible governor we've ever had. Unfortunately, he's a man that is from Delta. I can decide to say that it's probably in alliance with Okowa. I can decide to say that.
Buhari is giving him the go-ahead.
Buhari gives him the go-ahead. You see, if you remember, I told you that the number one enemy to Tinubu is Buhari. But ironically, it was Tinubu that pushed Buhari into that place. Okay. You get my point? Okay. It's so unfortunate. But then, if Tinubu overcomes this man, there are so many political games. The northern governors are with Tinubu. Everybody is only giving that regard because this man is the presidential candidate. He's the current president of the country. Because Buhari himself, if he looks at himself in the mirror, he will know that I am messing up. And I have told you that I am supporting Tinubu, not the APC party. If Tinubu was just the way everybody claims that they are supporting Obi, because they are not supporting Labour Party, they are supporting Obi, but they have to support him through Labour Party. And I want everybody on this platform to please, they need to be tribalized. You don't come outside and prejudge me that the only reason I am supporting Tinubu is because of his tribe. Tinubu has not gotten a chance in the presidency. He has not gotten a chance to prove himself as a minister. He has not gotten a chance to prove himself as a president. The only way he has proven himself is as a governor. And mind you, his developmental plans has been copied by so many states. I challenge the obedience. How many development plans has been copied? How many obese development plans has been copied? Just of recent, Anambra people came to Lagos. They said they want to learn. I'm sure you've read that. They came to Lagos. They said they want to learn how have you been able to manage your waste management system. Obi came into power shortly after Tinubu left. Anambra has enjoyed the rule of APCA. Why is there no continuity? In every corporate entity, there's what we call board of advisors. Tinubu has happened to be one of the top advisors in Lagos State. But people will call it and they will term it as what? Godfatherism. Barack Obama till tomorrow still has an influence in American politics. Barack Obama campaigned for who? Biden. Why don't they call him a godfather? Okay. But then anything that will work against Tinubu will suit their narratives. All right? Any other question? I don't want to leave this mic yet. You don't say, don't take away a call.
Jando calls for Buhari's IGP intervention on incessant attacks on his campaign team.
Jando, whose political thugs were shooting around. We saw it on TV. We saw it on WhatsApp. They were shooting around. You get my point? They were shooting around. And that was the main reason why someone who said he wasn't going to be on that stage. That stage organized by Pastor Oju, or was that? They had this yesterday, a debate. Yeah. But then, a news or a media outfit that is blatantly known to be a PDP station will take it upon like someone who ran away for debate. Why at this stage? At this stage, we all know that Beavers is here to stay. And the first people that are caught to have tried to what?
Manipulate.
Manipulate are which party?
We have Osun State. What happened in Osun State?
Which party? Which party
No, you have to
manipulated?
say it.
You know the party now. Which party? Tell me
You
now.
what you what
You come, you the vibration. Who? Which party manipulated? PDP.
you say by your mouth.
And Labour Party is a child born out of PDP.
Okay, I want to ask this question.
Now,
I want to ask this
let me
question.
tell you something.
No,
Let me give you another prediction. The dancing governor, what did they call him? Buga, lo, 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 lo. Wait, he dey shake belle. That guy is losing. Oyetola is not the best governor. I must tell you. I was in Osun State November last year. I was not impressed in any way. But then, the election that was held some months back was heavily rigged.
okay.
You understand? And now people ask,
I've made my predictions also. That's come to pass. I made prediction that Aswaju was going to win it.
Kwankwaso will
But
align
this
with
one, we
Kwankwaso
will disagree on
listen,
this. I will disagree with you on this prediction.
if Kwankwaso will
On the
align,
dancing governor.
if Kwankwaso will align, he will align with Asiwaju. Wike will align with Asiwaju. Those two predictions, in the next few days, they will play out. And if I'm wrong, I'll buy you one bottle of.
Adeleke will still remain governor. That's my own prediction. I cancel your
Adeleke would
prediction.
be sacked after he's going to the appeal. After the appeal, he will go to the Supreme. He's going to lose
No,
everything.
for governorship, appeal.
Let me tell you something.
Appeal is the
Let me tell you something.
height.
Yeah, appeal. Okay, appeal, right?
For governorship. The
Okay,
president
okay.
can go
Okay, they don't go to Supreme.
And
All right.
last time, they went to tribunal, from tribunal to appeal. They stopped there.
They stop there. All right, so now they're in appeal, right?
Yeah, they're going.
And they have about just maybe
21
like
days.
21 days, 60 days to resolve it. No problem. We'll go meet here now.
Okay, no, well, thank you very much. God bless you. Mr. Ni, I have Mr. Rav. Master Rav. Good morning, Master Rav. Oluwa.
Good morning, viewers. I'm greeting all of you. I'm greeting people like Kazim, greeting people like Akim Olashupo, greeting people like Ojo Kwade, people like Mommy America, Mommy Nkechi, Obirel, Mr. Rail, you guys, Mommy, Auntie Vera, I'm greeting you guys. Mary, John, Mary. Ifeanyi Nwokike, Chima Udeze, Okechukwu Udeze. I'm throwing salute to Udeme, our guys, Ian. So these guys, we are thanking all of you. Some of you that have not mentioned their names, stay tuned. I will choke you because Christian, I don't know whether you know the qualification of that lawyer, that Chief Justice, that
I've not made
disqualified Adeleke.
I've not made research on him.
Thank you. You see what I made my research? The name sounds somehow.
Safi.
Safi
Safi.
Ikume or Akume. See, most of his colleagues who are justice or judges voiced out that they could never ever support his judgment because BVS was hacked. Someone that brought that information from the BVS made serious error. Such a person did that kind of, error to favor himself. The judgment shouldn't base on the fact that Adeleke was dancing Buga. It doesn't mean if I win an election, I will dance Buga. Does not mean I did not win. So how could judge just come out and say it is on the paper?
They refer to the dancing governor.
The dancing governor. That is, he delivered his judgment based on jealousness, enviousness. So you can see the level our judiciary has degenerated. Nigerian judiciary system is null and void, empty. Nobody's there. They have become rubber stamps to some persons, to Ghana must go, to Buhari and his cohorts. Let me tell you, Osun State still remains under PDP. Adeleke won election, and there's no any other way anybody should thwart that victory. That victory will never, ever be thwarted. Nobody can thwart it. Adeleke is heading to appeal court, and that judge now, as I'm talking to you, he has exposed his hypocrisy. That judge is a hypocrite. That judge is nothing but elementary 6 judge. They should refer him back to elementary 1 or 2 to start afresh. We are not judging people based on sentiment or jealousness. No, we judge people based on justice. Adeleka's victory was generally justified last year when he obviously defeated his opponent, Oyetola. The whole Oshun indigenes, they were with him. I'm telling you, Christian, that judgment is not going to stay. Christian, again, the current crisis in the bank, the Apex Bank, was that last week you have the audacity to collect only 2,000 now in the bank. They are giving people 2,000 naira, 50 naira notes. Commercial banks are dispensing only 50 naira catch and carry on counter, not even ATM machines. You see it? I'm telling you, this Naira designing, it has been an impromptu of a thing. Impromptu. Let me tell you, they should have started this process since 2 years ago. You don't wake up one day and tell a country, look, I'm going to redesign my notes. It is not possible in a country of over 250 million people. If you go to my community today in Anambra and tell them, look, I'm trying to redesign Naira, I'm telling you, it cannot take you 1 year to finish that process. I'm from a thickly populated community in Anambra State. It will take you time to achieve that purpose. Please, what I'm trying to tell CBN governor and federal government or federal public what do you call it? Public liability company called federal government, FGN. They should extend this Naira designing of a thing. They should give Nigerians more time. It is not easy.
And the money should be available.
So that the money should be available. Let me tell you, it is not easy for a country of 230 million people, accurately 30 million. I know that since 2005, when Nigeria was counted 230, we have been growing. We have over 270 million people. It is not possible for this redesigning of a thing, process or scheme to take place in a space of 4 months or 2 weeks. Listen, CBN should give more time to people. You have Metiala, Fulani, Katuriaras, farmers in the farmland. They don't keep their money in the banks. Before they could come out from the remote area to township where there is banking institutions. My brother, it will take time, lots and lots of time. What happened is that it should be extended. Redesigning of Naira will take its course, completed next year. Next year is not even enough. Nigerians were many. Nigerians were too plenty. Nigerians were from how many percentage of African population? And we are still more. Do you understand me? Imo, Anambra, Abia State were more populated than the South Africa. I'm not talking about Igbo race.
Okay.
Or am I talking about Yoruba race? No. We are overpopulated. There must be much time for this kind of policy to take its course completely. Are you listening to me? Yesterday, none of the ATM machine in Nigeria across the country are working. They were not working. POS, we collect money now based on commission you give them. 5,000 naira, you will give them 1,000.
5,000.
Yes.
1,000.
Yes. If you don't like, go and queue. Go to the bank and queue. If you don't want to give the POS man, a merchant, the money, the commission, go to the bank. You will see millions of people there. And the highest they will give you in the bank is 50 naira note, 2,000. As I'm talking to you now, 500 naira cannot feed a Nigerian. I mean, at the restaurant, a plate of food is now 1,000 naira. Yes, as I'm talking to you now. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't see the reason why Nigerians should be inviting somebody whose policy is always excruciating and stringent anytime it comes to power. I mean, General Buhari. General Buhari was there in 1983, 84, 85. We were dying across the country. Everybody, we were dying. They invited this man again in 2015 to come and do more havoc. And I'm telling you, certainly, he has wreaked more havoc on Nigerian economy, on Nigerian human resources, mineral resources. Let me tell you, General Buhari is the minister of what? Petroleum minister in Nigeria. He doesn't know that -2 is -4. He doesn't know anything like that. Why must he head our petroleum ministry? Christian, do you know that 6 plus -7 is -1? Buhari does not know mathematics. He is heading petroleum minister. See, let me tell you, this policy is too hard on us. Buhari should leave this kind of policy. He should go or he should reverse it. He should give Nigerians enough time for this. Naira.
Talk about Jando attacking.
Yes. Listen, they fought at Surulere axis. APC and Jando boys, they were shooting themselves at axis of Surulere last week. One-on-one guns, and I think 2 were felled by blades. 2 persons were felled by blades. Let me tell you, that was at axis of Surulere axis of Lagos. They were fighting themselves, one-on-one. The campaign train of Jando was attacked by some persons, and Jando train, boys, thugs, or whatever you call them, were trying to resist the attack. That's why there were 2 casualties, or 3 were down by blades. Okay. So you see that kind of thing. The actual election has not come. Come out.
You will die before the day. Amen.
That statement is not.
Okay, it's a different issue. Okay, let me tell you. The election itself has not come. The election itself has not come. And the people are dying already.
Let him talk it.
Who is?
Come and talk it. Give him time.
Using the word.
Sorry, let me just allow him.
Using the word die. That word die. You affect.
No, I'm still saying something.
Let him finish.
So let me tell you, the election has not come. Jando boys and the APC boys are shooting themselves.
Okay.
What do you think will happen in the southeastern Nigeria? What I'm trying to say is that let there be what? Let there be serenity and tranquility this time around, so that the election should be conducted peacefully in a peaceful, conducive atmosphere. Do you understand?
Okay.
This shooting, Tokri war among APC and PDP in Lagos State, I think it has spelled doom. Comes this next election.
Thank you very much.
Let us just provide a solution so that there will
Thank
be
you very
peace.
much, my brother. Show him now. So, what?
They don't post this thing. Good morning, everybody.
Good
They don't
morning.
post this my matter this morning to set. If you bring yourself now, you will see it. Passenger that we carry here don't post it. I'm coming from Adekunle police station now.
Okay.
Adekunle police station, Yaba. I'm the one drive. I'm the
They
one drive. My name is Anthony. I'm loading from Ogba. We are begging road from left to right. The escort motor don't give us
Police
road.
escort.
Yes. The driver's name is Toby. After this thing happened, his mirror touched my motor. And he come down, bring go bell but to empty. He want to broke my head. Look at my eyes.
Police want to overshadow you, Abi.
Police want to. He's coming by right side.
Okay.
I'm going by the right side, but I'm coming from left side. You don't want to give me road, and we normally respect them because one, we don't know who is who, and then the patrol vehicle. We have to leave them to go with their fucking problem. So after I wait, he come closer to the vehicle that I drive. He take his mirror to hit my vehicle. And I stop because it's a patrol vehicle. And the driver come down. I write his number. I will go and bring my particular now. I have his number down.
Okay.
The plate number down because that's what we work for. For Adekunle police station now. That's the place I'm coming from. That is why I want to go and treat myself because it wound the passenger that's inside the vehicle. And they are working for government. They are doing like that. We don't know what is going on because we don't have power. They are ruling us anyhow. We don't tire. We don't know where to go. To divide this nation, they no divide us. They leave us in poverty level that stubbornness don't turn our score. Nothing we can take to survive without no suffer. What is the gain of us? We are staying in this level state.
What's the solution?
The solution now, what didn't make me come here now? It's a patrol vehicle
and they are working for Lagos state government. When we get to police station, they say that them be spies. It's not all of them is police. Police is police. What is the meaning of spy police? We take their number when we get to the station now. They say that I should park my motor inside the police station again. That then we embalm my vehicle. That's another issue. Me, which I never know the thing I go eat this morning. See me as I come up home or look at what I will do to get a living bed because of my family. Now I have to go from home to station to embalm to be going scare and scatter and scatter.
Are you voting for this election? Are you voting?
Why we vote? Am I crazy? Where am I going to vote?
Why are you not voting?
Where am I going to vote? You don't tell me to vote for my child. That he can make the nation of this country tomorrow because it's my child. I know what he's going to do.
We have PDP, we have...
If I'm going to vote, I will vote for PDP. I'm not going to lie for you. Because I can't die and say this sufferness forever. Okay. I come this Lagos State 1988 when I was there at 87. Now free house I dey stay. 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. 93, Abiola riots come out. Abiola riot to Babangida, IBB, or we are located. We are living. If I know you that time, any job I follow you to do, you will just like me, carry me to your home, turn me to your family. No one know my family. ABC come, we are working. Say that we want to rent house. From there, we are toasting woman. Woman get belle for us. We don't dey keep family. We can't send our children to school. If we can't stop under this ABC, if we can't suffer, suffering to die, look everybody now. Look all woman, turn all woman to prostitute. No way to go, nobody no way. ABC don't turn everybody's score to mumu. We don't know what to do. Èmi ìran yín ṣá o. Kò sí mi ò rán yín ṣẹ́ rárá o. Mi ò rán yín ṣẹ́ rárá o. Mo máa ń tìyà lójoojúmọ́ kí n tó rówó jà. Mo máa ń mọ̀ bára mi.
What can you tell to people that want to vote for APC?
Anybody vote for APC, I don't talk lie. I don't mind for people who work there, other Kai or CBD or last man. They are creating these people to take them to vote again. Upon say that they take this country, our life, they borrow money. Now all the work, anything we are doing now, we are paying back. If you give us tickets, it's a part of the money they are doing to pay China. They don't go borrow another one. They hear that one this money. No, they want to take our life to borrow China, borrow money. Turn all of us to animal. God will punish you.
Thank you.
No, let me talk.
No, there's no time.
Chairman of ABC. Chairman of ABC, God will punish you. Everybody eating from ABC.
Even ants, sir.
From heaven, fire will come down for your head.
Thank you very much, my guy. God bless you. I'd like to get your number. Let me get your number.
If you collect my number, you have to help me. Because I'm a worker.
00.
I'm a job.
Call your number.
081.
Call your number for us.
No, don't call it out. Just type it so that somebody watching might not try and do something else.
Listen, what is happening? Everybody's vibrating.
Just give them the language.
The language is a Fokoyo department we inherited as a governmental home. The motherfucking government, everybody's with the gallon.
Okay, no problem.
Nigeria is on that grass spiritual game, that demonic suffering. Because of what? Because of what? All Progressive Congress. What is the meaning of All Progressive Congress? They are undermining our life. And now is the end of their road.
Amen.
The road has come to an end. You are going to Yaba, you must read that Yaba now. No matter how long it is, you must read that Yaba. And now, APC has reached their destination. End of their destination, they can't come back anymore. No cash, no petrol, no life, no water, no blood in our body anymore. Because of what? Because of the APC organized party. Demonic home. Asewaju, Buhari, Lai Mohammed, all are in the same basket. They are criminality. They are wicked. See what is happening now? Wickedness of high places. Now we are tired of them. End of the road. Everybody has to decide. You have to checkmate your mind.
We are tired
checkmate.
To pack their shit.
Their shit is above the rim. Baba, you never up. They're gonna wear a cap. You're gonna wear Tinubu Shatima cap. Come back and talk to me here. Don't interview that camera. How many states?
All Nigeria above, APC is on top. APC maltreat Nigeria. Nothing is happening, nothing good. Nothing is good. See Lagos State. They must go in Lagos, they put Lagos in the pocket, the foreigner, they treat them like a slave. The name of APC. Now it has come to an end. Nigeria, listen for me, Nigeria diaspora worldwide. Listen for me. Now is the end of APC. APC no more for you anymore.
Thank you very much, Oluwa.
End of the road for you, all of you.
Over 2 hours today. Today, not today. Bros.
What about
No, pale. No, no time. Okay, my brother, good morning. I know say don't the para since. Waiting day your mind we want to talk. You see say we have the CBN policy. They have extended 10 days. And what are you going to say about that?
First and foremost, I say good morning to everybody and tell Nigerians. Secondly, the CBN policy, presently, their policy, in one way or the other, their policy is good. And second area of it is this: extension of days on my own should be cancelled. One, our politicians and rich men being called popularly known as a big man. They are diabolic ones. They are wicked. You see people gathering money, turn their house to reserve place as a bank hall. It's a very bad idea. The date the CBN governor, the date he mandated at first of on 31st of January. That 31st of January, on my own, if I am permitted or voted as CBN governor, I will not extend it. So that so-called our rich men,
Nigerians are suffering.
Nigerians are suffering massively. We are suffering massively. I don't know if they are blind. I don't know if they are deaf. If they are not seeing, are they not hearing the voice of the masses? Does it mean that they are all illiterate? I don't know the aim of being our representatives in the political race. One is that the CBN governor should not shift the date. Secondly, that money, I want that money to be a waste in the house. Let them use it as a pepper soup. Let them use it as a TV station in the house. Let them use it as a rug. Let their children use it as a clothes in the house. That's what I want to tell the Nigerians and the CBN governor and the entire Nigeria.
Okay. Thank you very much, my guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, with that, we've come to the program this morning by Newsstand. We have spent more than 2 hours. It's 2 hours, and it's going to be consuming much data. But till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Maybe tomorrow, Baba. Tomorrow. There's no data again. There's no data again. We have spent 2 hours, and it is stressful. Yeah. Thank you very much. Click on the like button. Till tomorrow. God bless you.